Here's where you see the union membership is growing the most. Colleges and universities. Think about that for a minute. I have people who have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree who've joined a union. That sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it? Until you dig into the numbers. I talked to the union at the University of Michigan, which is my alma mater, and said, why did you guys join a union? And you know what I learned? Those teaching assistants that go in front of undergrads, they only made $15 an hour. Did you know that? Because I know the bulk of my college education was in front of a TA. I very rarely saw a professor. But to think that those people are working incredible hours, and they were barely making minimum wage. And most of them are living in college towns. What do you know about college towns? Anybody? Tell me a little bit about college towns. Anybody? Tell me what you think about a college town.
They're lively, but they very much go with the college, like the community and the college are very integrated.
Anything else anybody knows about who has college people? High housing costs. Any college town in America is the most expensive town in America. So can you imagine making $15 an hour and your rent is $1,200? That's a real phenomenon. So as you can see how universities have been unionizing in droves. Because I've got graduate students who are living in the most expensive cities and can barely pay their rent. They also, because they're young people, they're having babies. And the other thing about college town, you never have enough childcare. So I got all this childcare and all this rent, but I am making no money. That's a real problem. So as you can see, there's some notables on that list. Harvard, Yale. You go, why is that important? Because some of those people are going to be working at your company eventually as your management team. And when they come in the door, they're already pro-union because the union saved them. But nobody thinks about that. Or they're going to be your consultant at your major consulting firms. And as they give their advice, they're already pro-union because the unions help them out. So that's what's changing in this trajectory. But here's the part that I learned. You know, I always go full of information because I also want to know what region I'm going in. The bulk of your union growth the last 3 years was your universities.